from Kern Government Television. Welcome to this week's Kern County Board of Supervisors meeting. Originating from the County Administrative Center, located at 1115 Truxtun Avenue in Bakersfield, California. Grounded in ideas, energy, and innovation, Kern County's vision is to be a driving force for the world's fifth largest economy. And our mission is to exceed expectations of the communities we serve, changing the way they feel about government, those who manage it, and the services it provides. Today's Kern County Board of Supervisors meeting will convene momentarily.
So let me call to order the regular afternoon meeting of Tuesday, October 22. First item's roll call.
Supervisor Peters?
Here.
Supervisor Flores?
Here.
Supervisor Couch?
Here.
Supervisor Perez?
Here.
Next is a report on actions taken in closed session.
Good afternoon. This morning in closed session, you met on items 58 through 60, and there is some reportable action. I'll let you handle yours.
I have that. I'd like to make an announcement on behalf of the board. Today in closed session regarding item 59 in the closed session agenda, I'm pleased to report by a unanimous 4-0 vote, the Board of Supervisors appointed Tony Kendrick as our next Director of Child Support Services, effective November 2nd, 2024. Ms. Kendrick has 23 years of experience with the county, starting work as an account clerk at the Department of Human Services. She worked also as a fiscal support specialist and eventually promoted to accountant with Kern County Child Support Services. She worked as the business manager for the county council prior to returning to Child Support Services as their administrative services officer in 2018. She served as an assistant director of Child Support Services since 2021. She has a Bachelor of Arts degree in accounting and has a proven leadership record in strategic thinking, project management, and collaboration. The board offers our sincere congratulations to Ms. Kendrick, and we look forward to working with her in this key leadership position upon the retirement of our current director, Elizabeth Chavez. Ms. Kendrick is here today, and I'd like to give her an opportunity to say a few words if she would like to. Congratulations.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Chairman Couch, members of the board. I am truly honored by the trust you have placed in me in appointing me to this position of director, so thank you. On a daily basis, I have the privilege of working alongside dedicated individuals and leaders who have a heart for service in creating a better life for children and families in Kern County. And I'm excited to continue this journey with them. With the department's strategic plan, we have a clear vision 2028, so we have a clear path forward in the next few years to come. I look forward to sharing our future successes as well as the innovative ways we're looking to serve the citizens of Kern County. So thank you again for this incredible opportunity. I would like to take a moment to thank my family who is here today.
Sure.
For their continued support. I have my daughters, Erica.
They were the ones that were applauding so loud?
Yes, I'm sure they are. They're opposite me. They're really loud all the time. So, and I have my partner, John, here. I would also like to take a moment, because I was thinking a lot about him on my drive to work this morning. My dad passed away at the end of December, and he was someone that had a heart for public service. He served in the Navy for 23 years. He was a veteran. He also worked at Social Security and worked at the China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station, helping people with their retirements. And when he retired, he did consultant work. So he helped people with their retirements, so, when they retired. But the funny thing was, he could have made a lot of money doing that. But he only would charge people spending 2-3 hours with them. He would only charge them $15, $20 for their service. And they tried to give him more money. He would always say no. But I recognize that the reason why he did it is because he himself had a heart of service. So I firmly believe, part of who I am today is because of him. So thank you.
Thank you. Every time we do interviews, especially when there are internal candidates, I feel better about the departments that we deal with on a daily basis because I see the quality people that we have that are running those departments, and it was no exception in the interviews for this position. But congratulations.
Okay, thank you so
And we
much.
look forward to working with you. You bet. Take care. Okay, next is the consent agenda for the, I'm sorry. I thought you reported on those already.
Halfway,
You only went halfway?
yeah.
Okay, go the other half.
Sorry, the other items that you continued were 58 and 60, and there is no reportable action on those items.
Thank God we got that out of the way. Okay. Okay, the consent agenda is next. All items listed with a CA above the, or C above the item number are considered routine, to be routine and non-controversial by county staff. We can act on those all in one motion. The consent agenda consists of items for the Board of Supervisors anyway. There's one item for the Ford City Taft Heights Sanitation District. For the Board of Supervisors, it's item 2 through 66. That's the entire agenda, and items 1, 2, 3, and 44 are not on the Board of Supervisors consent agenda. Everything else is on the consent agenda. We can act on those all at once. Is there anyone here that would like to make a comment on any of those items? Seeing none, I'll return to the board and ask for a motion on the consent agenda and to adjourn as the Board of Supervisors and reconvene as the Ford City Taft Heights Sanitation District.
So moved. Second.
Discuss your votes.
The motion is approved. All ayes.
Okay, we're now sitting as the Ford City Taft Heights Sanitation District. There's one item on the consent agenda. It's item 1 on page 2 of the afternoon agenda. Is there anyone here that would like to make a comment on that item? There usually isn't. Seeing none, I'll return it to the board and ask for a motion on that and to adjourn as the Ford City Taft Heights Sanitation District and reconvene as the Board of Supervisors.
Motion. Second.
Discuss your votes.
The motion is approved. All ayes.
Thank you. That takes us to item 2, which is public presentations, which is the portion of the meeting that's reserved for persons to make any public statement about an item that's under the jurisdiction of the board but not on today's agenda. Is there anyone here who would like to make a public presentation? Yes, ma'am. Please step to the microphone and give us your name and proceed. We try to keep our comments to 2 minutes.
I have something I'd like to give, please.
Give it to her.
If each one of them can have. Let me get through this in 2 minutes. Ready?
Go right ahead.
My name is Yolanda Heyman, and
Can you spell that for us?
YOLANDAHAMEN.
Thank you.
I might not get through this whole paper, so if you could read it to
We
the
will.
end, I'd appreciate it. A significant number of employees and passengers of Golden Empire Transit District are disappointed by the recent actions of the GET Board of Directors. The GET Board had stated its intention to conduct a nationwide search to replace former CEO Michael Tree, who was removed from his position by the board in June. However, the board appointed the existing maintenance manager instead of a nationwide search. A nationwide search could have given the district a transit professional who already has had experience and knowledge in all of the various components of the transit industry, not just maintenance. The city council and county supervisors choose their appointees so that they can represent the transit needs and interests of their jurisdictions. In the past, when a GET appointee's conduct has not been in the best interest of the city or county, they were removed and replaced. However, during the recent controversy relative to the firing of GET's CEO, the city and county have not acted on appeals from GET employees and the public to address the conduct of the current board members. The County Board of Supervisors stated that they were concerned and would definitely look into this issue, but there has been no response from them. Calls that are made to them are not returned. The City Council has remained silent with no response. We are requesting that you respond in writing to the items listed on this paper so that your response is available to all for the next GET board meeting scheduled for November 12th. Respectfully, concerned employees and patrons of Golden Empire Transit District.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet. Kathy, do we need to clean this up first? Or okay. Go ahead. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Kern. I'm a legal secretary at Child Support Services, and I'm an 18-year employee of County of Kern and constituent of District 3. First, I'd like to say thank you for appointing Tony Kendrick as our new director at Child Support Services. I was unable to come to this morning's meeting to support and speak regarding the county's number 3 proposal. I and other union members wish to vote on it because, number one, it's up to us to either accept or reject the proposal, but because there are salary adjustments that are in there, which employers are having to wait on. My hope is maybe to do a side letter agreement so that the salary adjustments go through. Employees are struggling, especially with the cost of, housing prices. For me, rent and food and like just general stuff, so that would be wonderful. The legal secretaries were part of an adjustment at the last contract. We have contacted the union, we've contacted the county negotiating team, and we've been volleyed back and forth. And with the last email saying that there's comparable counties. However, during the last meetings with former Chief Human Resources Officer Devin Brown, the union sabotaged the meetings by submitting unrealistic proposals, like 3.5%, and telling members to be disrespectful to Mr. Brown. With that being said, City of Bakersfield and KMC are making up to $6 more than the county legal secretaries. Also, I would like to inform Chief Human Resources Officer Tracy Eldridge that I am not anti-union. Ms. Eldridge called the union Region 5 Director Yvonne de Avila during last week's negotiations to let them know I was organizing an anti-union picket. However, it was not an anti-union picket. It was an anti-current union leadership picket that I took part of. As for this morning's meeting, I know times are tough and it's stressful and tensions are high, but just a reminder that it takes away from the public's presentations and the reasons why you're here. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there public comments? Okay, seeing none. I'm sorry, anybody here want to make a public statement? Come on down. Anyone else? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is regarding zone change case number 81. I think it was on the agenda today to be continued until 12/3.
Do you know the item number?
I don't know, I'm sorry.
Can I?
It was item 4, is it Plank Investment?
Yes.
Yeah, item 4.
Do I need
Item
to?
4, and the action which we already took was to continue it to Tuesday, December 3rd at 2 p.m.
Right. May I make a statement about that?
Sure.
Thank you. I am Cecilia Westerfield. I live just south of the property with the proposed zone change that you are continuing to 12/3. I just want to make you aware that a group of neighbors in the immediate surrounding area to this property oppose this zone change. We would invite you to make a visit to this area so that you can see for yourselves what the impact has been and is still ongoing. Tract 4200, the subdivision to the west of us, supposedly had the surface water from the lots backing up to our west boundary flowing away from our access easement. You really need to see how this has not been the case for 40 years. If you approve this zone change, allowing the construction of 4 houses on this easement, it will magnify and compound an existing negative condition for those of us who live in the immediate area. We really would like history not to repeat itself. Have you read the Planning Department's staff report concerning this zone change? Have you looked at the pictures attached to this staff report? To assume that the addition of these 4 quarter-acre parcels is consistent with the immediate area is erroneous. To the south and to the east of this property are 1.25 to 2.5 acre parcels. 2 of these parcels share a property line with the proposed change. The quarter-acre parcels to the south, to the north and to the west are in developed subdivisions with publicly funded, county-maintained paved roads with curb and gutter, sumps for the water drainage surface area, and drain emplacements in the gutters. These conditions do not exist on this property. We live on a dirt road. These quarter-acre parcels will be on this dirt road. This is a unique situation and should be considered carefully. The issues here are elevation change. The elevation change from Meacham Road to our properties goes like that. It's down. There is surface drainage water problems. Underground utilities need to be taken into consideration. And then the exponential increase in traffic. If Tract 4200 is an example of how our county handles these issues, then our confidence level is pretty low for this project. We need to know the answers to these concerns now, not at the December 3rd meeting, when you will be expected to approve not only the zone change, but the parcel map too. Thank you. Do you need a copy of this?
Actually, you know who needs that more than even we do at this point is, and she's gonna raise her hand in a second, is Lorelei Oviatt, who's our Director of Planning.
I'll give it to her.
Okay. Have you spoken with the Planning Department and relayed?
Many times. I have written
Okay.
statements. They have been included with staff reports. That's why my question to you is if you have read these. I mean, this is a concern, and the site itself is unique. It is not a subdivision with all of these perks. It's a dirt road.
I understand it. Today was simply to continue the item, so we're not really having a public hearing on it today.
Right.
Okay.
I just wanted the chance to speak.
No, absolutely. Understood.
Thank you.
You bet. Anybody else? Any other public statements today?
Let's make a motion to reconsider the consent agenda.
So your chairman made a rookie mistake today. The clerk here told me exactly what I needed to do, and I forgot to do it. It was items 30, 31, and 32 that we were not supposed to act on, that the staff had asked for, just to be withdrawn from the agenda, correct?
Yes, those
So-
3 items needed to be withdrawn so they could be resubmitted for the November 5th agenda.
So you'd like a motion to reconsider the consent agenda?
I would.
Okay. Somebody help me out here.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
We cast our votes on that? Okay.
Reconsideration, okay.
Okay, the motion is approved, all ayes.
And then I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as amended by the chairman.
Second.
Thank you, Supervisor, and thank you there. Let's vote
Who
on
made
that
the
now.
second?
Supervisor Flores.
Thank you very much. The approval is all ayes. So the record will reflect items 30, 31, and 32 as being withdrawn from the agenda. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you. Sorry about that. I think that takes us to item 44. Am I right? which is the plans, specifications, and notice to contractors for a Hart Memorial Park Adventure Play Area project. Take it away.
Good afternoon. I'm Michelle Burns-Lusich with Construction Services of the General Services Department. I am here to briefly share the proposed improvements to Hart Memorial Park and request approval of plans, specifications, and the advertisement of the notice to contractors. Before you for item number 44 is Hart Memorial Park Adventure Play Area within District 3. Our construction estimate is $3.7 million. This project is funded by the 2018 Parks Bond Act per capita grant. The proposed scope of work includes new play equipment, inclusive swing set, safety surfacing, splash pad, precast concrete restroom, accessible parking, and walkways. Here for you is a simple map showing the location of the proposed improvements. It'll be just east of Hart Park Lake and south of Lake Road. Also is our anticipated schedule. If approved today by your board, our bid opening will be on 12/17. We anticipate contracts to be awarded in January of 2025, and then completion of construction in January of 26. Also, an item that was on your consent agenda that was approved was to identify the low bidder and approve contract for Sam Lynn Ballpark improvements, also in District 3. Bid opening was held on August 29th. The low bidder was Vortex Construction with a contract amount of just over $1.1 million. Anticipated completion date will be June of 25. And the scope of work includes updates to the concession stand, locker rooms, restrooms, lower grandstand, press box, and the outfield shade screen extension. So with that, I'd just like to also bring attention back to the program that we have for Kern County Adopt a Park program, where responsible groups and organizations have the opportunity to make a difference in our parks. This concludes my comments, and it's recommended that your board act on staff's recommendations. Thank you.
Any public comments on this item? Seeing none, Supervisor Flores.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you. Appreciate the report and the update. People are very excited about the updates to Sam Lynn Ballpark. Just with the recent resurfacing, it created a lot of enthusiasm, and so the future improvements will be equally welcome, so thank you. And thank you for the Hart Park improvements as well. I know it's in my district, but that's such a regional park that all of us will benefit, and I'm happy to make a motion.
Also, if I could second, Chairman, and just make a few remarks. This is very exciting. We use the park a lot, and we hear all the time from we hear a lot. Can we just do more? Is it possible to do a little more for kids and families there? And I'm happy to see the county delivering for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you have a motion and a second. Please cast your votes. Sorry? I did.
Yep.
I got that one right, Kathy.
The motion is approved. All ayes.
That takes us to the end of the agenda. Just need a motion to adjourn to Tuesday, November 5th, 2024 at 9 a.m.
Motion.
Without objection, we're adjourned. Don't forget to vote.